All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, Tesla made $551 on the year. Just on Tesla, that puts us up a little over $16,400. What I wanted to do was I just wanted to show you where I made my trade because I missed this entire run up here. So I want to break it in, and what I did was I traded the bull flag in this area. So I'm going to zoom in this section, and I'm just going to show you really quick where I made my trade because I missed this entire run up over here. So let me zoom in on the screen a little bit just so you guys can get a better view. And let's just break it down. So this was the morning that we had the trade. And I'm going to zoom out as well just so you can see it, but this was the bull flag here, but it's harder to see when you zoom in. So when I first started making this trade, it was running up all the way up here, and I missed this entire move from 260 all the way up to 265. I was just afraid to chase because we had that 263.5 resistance, which I'll just show. And that's why I just was so hesitant on making this trade. So here at 263.5, you could see we had a resistance zone in this area, resistance zone in this area, and then another resistance zone in here. So honestly, after it broke the 263.50, I probably should have went in, but I was just afraid to go in with the amount of, share size I was going in with, which is fine. It still worked out, but it was good to recognize where it was. So this is the 5-day chart. I'm going to go back to the 1 minute chart. So I'm on the 1 minute chart. And what I want to do is I just want to show you where I found the bull flag. So the bull flag, you get a nice rise coming up here, and then it started selling off here, which I'll make these bigger so you can see it. I'm doing some Fidelity, and Fidelity sometimes is a little slow with this, but I'll make the lines really thick so you can see them. So that's the first part. And now I'm going to bring up the second part, which was right up here. And whenever you get a nice run up like we did with those green candles, which I'll zoom in a second, I just want to at least line them out so everybody can see. And I want you to focus on the volume profile that happened because it dramatically just went up after that. So if you see here, here's the bull flag forming. And then you'll notice that like you have the nice run up of the green candles. Then this is a 1 minute chart. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it took about 8 to 9 minutes to make its move back up. But notice the volume on the green candle. This is your confirmation that you are seeing it come up. Because here you see how the volume here went from 1,600,000 to 1 million. And it was selling off slowly from this high right here. Let me just put like a resistance just so we can like see it. So we had a resistance right here at basically 265.6, and it's went all the way down to about 264. And then once it started selling off here, this was my entry right here. So let me just show it. The entry was right here. First candle to make a new high, 265. And then I sold it up here around 266. Yeah, I missed out, I guess, on another point, but for me, that was enough. I made $551. That's enough for the day. I'm happy with it. No complaints. But it's looking for these patterns where you miss. Let me zoom out again. Where you have this nice run up, but then I missed this entire move. So then I was trying to wait for my entry. I was waiting for a pullback. And as the pullback was happening in this area, that was where I took my entry because I noticed that the bull flag was forming. And I used this first, so it was selling off, then I used this first candle, make a new high. Right up here is the entry at 260. I'm sorry, 256 it looks like, 266, and then sold up here. So it was a nice gain on the day, and that's all you need, just consistent gains. And just this month, even on Tesla, it's 3,700 so far, which is good. Year to date, Tesla, we're up $16,458. And then that's it. So far, that's all you need. And I just wanted to show you that there was a nice bull flag here that was forming. And I think it's important when you miss those momentums coming up. And for whatever reason, I should have traded smaller size going in. But like I said, I was worried about that 263.5. And once it broke past it, I should have went in. But I didn't want to get faked out. Tesla has violent moves, and it hasn't been this high in a while. And if you look at Tesla just on a 1 year chart, it's all the way up, 1 year chart from $115 all the way up to $255. But there is opportunity to play even if you miss it. You look for these little bull flags, and then you have the double top right here, 1 and 2, and then it's sold off. So it is interesting because you actually can see, I don't really believe this is a bear flag up here, but after looking at the pattern now, I didn't see it. There was here, and then right here, this area right here, and then it sold off. So it is interesting how you see the bull right here, and then it starts to sell off. But I just wanted to go over my daily gains today. That's it, just $551 on Tesla. We're just continuing our Tesla trades only while it is bullish, and I think it's just good to see what other traders are seeing. And even if you miss this run up, you can look for a forming bull flag and just try to trade off of that. But that's all I got for you. I just wanted to show you that.